Larry Pratt from the Gun Owners of America. You said that sheriffs are a bulwark against tyranny. That's something I haven't heard before. Can you explain to us what that means, how that works?
We're seeing sheriffs work out the principle that they are the top cop in their county, that they are responsible for enforcing the oath that they took to uphold the Constitution. And one of the things that sheriffs have been pointing out to the feds is Article 1, Section 8 lists the authority that you have. And you don't have much authority, actually, fellas. So if you want to try to push somebody around in a national forest or on his farm about what he's selling or what he's fertilizing or anything of that sort, the sheriff can simply come in and say, "Feds out, or I'm putting you in my jail." And that is a message that's being communicated by sheriffs around the country, and we're hoping that more and more sheriffs are going to realize that that's my job. That's what I need to be doing.
Of course, it's easier for gun owners to get in touch with their local sheriff, to support their local sheriff, than it is to try and manipulate the levers of power at the federal level. So it's a more personal point of contact.
Not only do gun owners have a more immediate contact with the sheriff that they have had a chance to vote for or against, but they also have a chance to take his back through the formation of militia and letting the sheriff know that, hey, if you need a ready reserve, we're ready to raise our right hand too. And that's taking place in a number of counties across the country. So the sheriff has his paid deputies and he has his reserve deputies that are there at his beck and call.
That's pretty intriguing, especially, of course, for the border states of the United States. Are we seeing a militia movement down there?
Benny House is the sheriff of Otero County, New Mexico. And he told the Forest Service that he'd arrest them if they tried to impede his folks going into national forests and removing dead wood so they could reduce the likelihood of an out-of-control forest fire. That was before the forest fires this year. Obviously, his was a timely idea, and he stood the feds down.
But could he go in there and patrol for illegal aliens as well?
If the state of New Mexico had laws dealing with that, then he certainly could go in there and he could deputize the militia to do that same work, which is actually what Joe Arpaio, the sheriff of Maricopa County, Phoenix, Arizona, has done. He has deputized some, I believe it's 2,500 volunteer deputies to supplement his 1,500 paid deputies. And many of these volunteer deputies ride horse out in the desert part of the county, and they have saved innumerable lives of illegals that they found abandoned by the coyotes, starving, well, probably more likely dying of dehydration in the desert.